Hello and welcome to the Craftsman Show. My name is your host, the Craftsman. Today we're going to talk about resin jewelry, circuit board looking, old scrap circuit boards combined with resin to make new and exciting jewelry. Options for you and your loved ones. To begin, we just going to need us a few basic ingredients. Firstly, you're going to need you some circuit boards. I went looking around a thrift store. Found this old DVD player, and I also got me a motherboard from a computer. I think motherboard is probably some of the best options for this right here. The way everything runs together, more detail. A couple more things you're gonna need is some resin. Most people use ice resin or cast and craft resin, but I wanted to try this new resin from Art and Glow. The reason how come I found out about this is I got me some glow powder the other day. And I found out this company also does a clear resin. It has some good reviews on it. I said, let me try this right here. You also could get you some UV cure like this. Different things, all kind of different things. And then nextly, we're going to need us some molds to hold the resin while the parts cure. You got all tons of kinds of options for that right there. We're going to try a few different things. We're going to get crazy with it. I hope y'all ready for that. You also need you some kind of way to cut. I'm going to show y'all the simplest way that I found to do it is with hand shears like this right here. But you also can use a coping saw, something like that. In addition, some people use a CNC. They fancy. I might try this little hole saw too, if we can figure out a way to keep it from skipping, dancing all around the circuit board, tearing everything up. I wonder if I go ahead and just take out. Normally you need this drill because it keeps everything centered. I got a little drill press over here. You know, that keeps things going straight up and down, but you know, y'all may not have a drill press. So what can we do? Look at this conglomeration right here. I got this thing clamped. We about to try this. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, that's probably not the cleanest cut. We have to doctor them edges up a little bit. Probably just stick with the hand shears, you know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. I just want to show y'all that. This right here, the fun part for me. I know I say that a lot of my videos. I say, this is the fun part right here. I guess because a lot of this is the fun part to me. But anyway, you start to rummaging through here, and you say, oh, I like that. And then you say, I wonder if it'll fit like that, you know. Maybe you take you a look. I got all kind of little different little things. See this? Y'all remember that from the video we did on cabochons? Cabochon. And I got these kind of like this right here. And you go ahead and just kind of find you something that you think might work. And you ain't got to line it up along the edge. Sometimes you can take like this, maybe slantify that, make it look a little, get crazy with it. I don't know. What y'all think? Let's see what this is over here. Got these pieces right here. That's kind of neat looking right there. Find something that that appeals to you. You know, something for a loved one, somebody like that. You know, with circuit board jewelry, it gives you the opportunity to make something that you can give to your wife, and you can say, "Hey, baby, you caused me to short circuit." With that, you could say, yeah, I just can't resist. You, baby. You could maybe do something, put that in the middle of the necklace. My mind just ain't got the capacity to understand you. Y'all think she would like that? You can see that's very thin, and I thought this would be well suitable to use in this, because what's going to happen, we're going to put down a piece of tape, put that on top of the tape, and then we're going to put this, whatever we cut out, going to go inside of this. Then we're going to fill that with resin. And hopefully it'll dome over. All right. So once I got a place where I think I might like it, I would take me a pencil. And really you need it to be kind of sharp. This pencil ain't that sharp. Let me see. Some sandpaper real quick. Hold it where it needs to be. And mark the corner like that. Like that right there. Just enough that you can see it. to get you some reference points when you go to cut it out. All right. All right. I'm gonna have to do me some little sanding. For one thing, I gotta take that sharp edge off the corners to fit this rounded edge. I will say this. Anytime you're messing with just about anything that can stir up some dust, wear you a dust mask. Even if it's just wood, really, you're not supposed to breathe any kind of dust, okay? And especially those of y'all that might be gonna use a Dremel tool for this. That's kind of neat. Y'all that might be using a Dremel tool, the number one, you need to wear a dust mask for that. If I was gonna round this corner over like, you know, take something like that right there, some coarse grit. Look at that, we starting to look professional now. And I ain't even realize it, but look, you just about got your little necklace hole. You can do something with that. Hey, there y'all go. Thank you for watching today's video. That's my necklace pendant. I'm just kidding with y'all. Alternate where you sanding, because if you just sat there and did this right here in the same spot, eventually you're gonna cut right on through that, okay? So try to distribute all across there. Another thing that I would like to point out is you don't have to cut your piece to fit inside that right there. You could actually make it to where it fits up against the back of it, like that right there. And then you just fill it in with more resin. But that's just another option for you. Uh-oh, Craft's mama just walked in. Hang on. Looks like we got a pretty good little fit going on there. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to set me out some tape. Set this down right there, and then place that right there on top of it. So what's going to happen is when we go to put our resin up in it, we don't want the resin to seep out of this, okay? And it might still happen, that's all right. But as best as we can, we want to make sure this is flushed down. If you wanted to, you could sit here and take and fold this up like that. You shouldn't have too much resin escaping. We're about ready to pour the resin, but before we do that, let's go and get some more of these ready. That's my philosophy. When you're getting ready to pour one, why don't you go ahead and pour you a few of them. I thought I would try something right here. Since we're about to pour up these, I figured I might as well go ahead and take this right here and fill this up about halfway, maybe not quite halfway. And when you do it, don't go, let it sit there and wear that down. Think of it like you want to go curvature like that. Curvature, trying to get it like we want it. Every once in a while I'm just testing a little bit, see that it'll go. I think I like for it to sit like kind of catawampus like that. I think it's a little bit more visual interest. What do you think? So, we got the A part and the B part. That's the hardener and the resin. This particular one is very simple to do. It's just a 1-to-1. So we're going to mix it up. And the resin, usually the thick part, like that right there. It's easy to pour too much because you do like that right there, and then you look, and it's going to rise up above that other one. So kind of go slow with it. Seems about right. I'm just going to mix the resin and the hardener together. Take your time on this part right here. What I will say about this art and glow and a lot of these clear resins is they usually very slow cure time, which means you got a little time to to make sure that you're consistent with it, that you mix it up good. And that's probably the number one reason. One of the number one reasons is how come that your resin might still be goopy galoppy and not cured. Is number one, maybe it wasn't the right ratio. Also could be that it just wasn't consistent mix up real good. Then I'm gonna take, and I'm not gonna try to whip it now and whip it good and get air bubbles up in it. I'm just gonna try to scrape along the sides of it. And I can already tell y'all, I mix way too much resin, but that's all right. I did that for y'all because I love y'all. I want y'all to see this resin. Get all that off the sides of it. And then also I'm all the way to the bottom, scraping the bottom. Get everything where that you can access it. This probably gonna be the easiest one, so I'm gonna go ahead and set it first. And then put this one. And I'm gonna do this one last because I think I'm about to put me a little glob of resin down and then push this down. If I just pour it right on top of it, probably gonna have some bubbles gonna seep out and come up to the sides. Most of these bubbles should dissipate just because it's a slow cure. So don't worry too much about it. And I'm gonna show y'all a trick in a little bit. This is gonna make you very happy. So I'm just gonna put a little bit because I don't want it coming all squeegee, all out all over the place. And then you kind of let it sit. All right. So then I got this little scrap piece right there. So I can kind of have this be at least somewhat level. Somewhat level. I don't know. Oop. Oh snap, I might have overdid it. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's see what it does. Don't be afraid to use a popsicle stick. All right. That's looking pretty good so far. Now I'm about to show y'all a trick of the professionals. I'm just turn on the heat gun. Watch this right here. And look, when I turn this on, I'm not getting right up on it. Look at it. Pop, 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 pop. Now we're gonna let it cure till tomorrow. See what it looks like. Any of y'all remember this right here? Computer Warrior. I think the purpose of the cartoon was to sell the toys. The little men and things will ride on a circuit board. They transferred into the jet looking spaceship thing. The main bad guy is named Megahertz. That tells you a lot about him right there. One thing that always tripped me out though is this right here. Circuit board come out of a computer. All right, that makes sense to me. A VCR or something like that. But a soccer ball, look at this. Light number 1 on. Light number 2 on. All right. These have had time to sit overnight. Look at that right there. That's pretty to me. It looks like it still has a wet look to it, but it's completely cured. Nice and good. Turned out great. So that piece right there is ready to be put on a string, a chain, a cord, whatever that you might have. This is actually what I was hoping I would have. You're going to run into some that ain't quite, maybe it runs over, spills over, is not exactly right. And just kind of carefully go across it like that right there. All right. if you got any surfaces that you need to prettify, polish up, get you some really high grit. Dip it in some water like that right there, and you just get that little elbow grease going with it. I like to take my little paper towel like this and just kind of buff it, you know. See, I can still do it a little bit further, but you can see just that short time. The other thing that you can do, just spray the whole thing with some acrylic seal or something like that. Oh man. Okay, see, that's gonna take some work. Might not use Gorilla Tape because yeah, look at that. I think that turned out pretty good. I was very pleased with this one right here. I put that little tiger eye right there. It gives you a little visual interest, a little shine to it. I think what I like about this the most is that it allows you to take something that at one time you would probably just throw away. That's the way it goes with technology. It comes out so fast, new things, and you say, this computer's a dinosaur, I can't do nothing with it. Well, hang on, you might can make something, make you some jewelry out of it. And hopefully that gets you excited about circuit board resin jewelry looking. Do it.